You are watching The Story. Every Monday, we bring you a deep dive into the fascinating lives of incredible people. The tragic, real-life story of Mark Ruffalo. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Hello, Aluxers, and welcome back. Mark Ruffalo is a beloved actor best known for portraying the Hulk in the incredibly successful Avengers franchise. Ruffalo seems nothing like the Hulk in real life, with his calm and laid-back demeanor. Unless he's talking about politics or climate change, topics he's very passionate about. You would think he doesn't have a care in the world. But the truth is, Mark has dealt with plenty of tragedy in his life, including health issues, career failures, unexpected deaths, and more. Today we're going to tell you the story of his tragic past, but first, a little background. Who is Mark Ruffalo? Mark Ruffalo is an American actor who's been active in Hollywood for 30 years. As we mentioned, he's best known for playing the role of the Hulk, but he's also starred in numerous other movies, including Zodiac, The Kids Are All Right, Foxcatcher, The Normal Heart, and Spotlight. When not filming for Marvel, Mark is drawn toward independent films because he says their scripts and characters are better developed than those of big studio films. Mark is married to actress Sunrise Coigny, and they have 3 children, Keen, Bella, and Odette. His net worth is estimated to be $30 million. He seems to be in the prime of his life, but Mark has endured many challenges before getting to where he is today. To get a better understanding of the struggles he's faced, we need to go back to where it all began. The beginning. Mark Ruffalo was born in 1967, and he had a happy childhood, even though he struggled in school due to his undiagnosed dyslexia. He didn't face his real struggles until after high school, when his family decided to move to San Diego, California. Their family went from being happy and financially secure to divided and broke in a matter of 6 months. His father, Frank, then decided to leave his mother, as well as Mark, his 2 sisters, and a brother, and took off for Wisconsin. Ruffalo was left to fend for himself, and he decided he would try to become an actor. He moved into a cheap apartment along with 2 friends and his brother, Scott, in Los Angeles. Over the next 9 years, he worked as a bartender, barely making ends meet, while he dedicated most of his time to the Orpheus Theater Company, which he co-founded. During these 9 years, he estimates he auditioned for upwards of 800 roles without ever hearing back from any of them. He also had to deal with a major tragedy when his best friend, Michael, killed himself in 1994. Mark said it was his friend's death that made him even more determined to succeed as an actor. First break in Hollywood. Ruffalo was just about to give up on his dream of becoming an actor when he finally got a break in Hollywood. He got rave reviews for his role in a play in New York called This Is Your Youth, which led to his first major film role in the year 2000 when he was 33. That film was You Can Count on Me, with popular actress Laura Linney. His acclaimed performance in that film led to feature roles in The Last Castle, XXYY, and Wind Talkers over the next 2 years. But just when it looked like he was poised to become a major star, he had a major health crisis. Brain tumor. In 2002, he was finally living his dream as he was working alongside one of his biggest acting inspirations, Robert Redford, for the film The Last Castle. It all seemed so surreal to him after so many years as a struggling actor, but then out of nowhere, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. He had been cast to star in the M. Night Shyamalan film Signs, but one night he had a strange dream that made him believe he had a brain tumor. He went to the doctor and told them of this dream, and the doctor was incredulous to find out he did in fact have an acoustic neuroma, which was a type of brain tumor. The tumor was not cancerous, but it was the size of a golf ball and still growing. Surgery was required, and there were many risks involved, including a high chance that Ruffalo could lose his hearing. Mark had to inform production that he could no longer proceed with the film Signs, and his role was given to Joaquin Phoenix. But he didn't tell anyone else about the tumor, including his wife of 2 years, Sunrise, because she was just a few weeks away from giving birth to their first child. After his son Keen was born, he finally told his family what was going on and that surgery was scheduled for 3 weeks after the birth. Ruffalo was convinced he was going to die, so he recorded a video for his son to watch when he got older, and his fears weren't unfounded, as he technically did die just for a brief time while on the operating table. His heart stopped, but the doctors were able to revive him. The tumor was successfully removed, but Mark was left with complete hearing loss in his left ear, and the left side of his face was totally paralyzed. He didn't even have the ability to close his left eye. He was grateful to be alive, but at the same time terrified that he may have lost his acting career. Recovery. The doctors didn't give him many assurances. He was told if the paralysis lasted for more than 7 months, he would probably never fully recover. Month 7 rolled around with no progress, but finally at month 10, the paralysis began to subside. At that point, he'd been away from Hollywood for about a year, and many rumors were swirling about why he'd gone missing. It took him a while to reclaim his status as a respected actor, but by 2004, he was working regularly again. Just a few years later, though, tragedy would strike once more. A tragic death. On December 1st, 2008, Mark got a call that would change his life. His only brother, Scott, had died of a gunshot wound to the head. The 39-year-old was found shot in the side of the head outside of his home in Los Angeles. He was rushed to the hospital but never regained consciousness and died a week later. Police never determined what happened. It looked like he'd been shot execution style, but the 2 people who were at his home when it happened claimed he had shot himself. No charges were ever filed, and the loss of his brother under these unclear circumstances continues to haunt Ruffalo. He dropped out of the film he was set to star in and disappeared from Hollywood yet again to grieve. Other struggles. His brother's death wasn't the only unexpected death he had to deal with over the years. In 2006, his friend Chris Penn, the brother of actor Sean Penn, died of a suspected overdose at the age of 40. Mark got into a physical altercation with a member of the paparazzi who showed up at Chris's funeral and took his memory card. He was investigated, but no charges were filed. In 2008, another one of his good friends, Heath Ledger, passed away from an accidental overdose. In 2010, he found himself trying to convince people that he was not a terrorist after Pennsylvania's Office of Homeland Security placed him on the terror watch list, apparently because he had spoken out against natural gas drilling in the US. At first, he thought it was pretty ridiculous and funny, but when he realized that people were taking it seriously and it was damaging his reputation, he had to work hard to set the record straight and restore confidence in him. But finally, after a tumultuous 20 years in Hollywood, his life and career were about to take a turn for the better. A life-changing role. In 2011, Ruffalo was given the opportunity of a lifetime when he was offered the role of the Incredible Hulk in the first movie in the Avengers franchise. It was the first time an actor had played the Hulk and also his alter ego Bruce Banner in the same movie. He earned about $3 million for his role in the film, which grossed $1.5 billion worldwide. The success of this film paved the way for a string of Marvel blockbusters, most of which surpassed $1 billion at the box office. Mark is now happier than ever with his secure career, good health, and a strong family, and he hopes his days of sadness and tragedy are behind him. However, with everything he's gone through, he's built up a resilient spirit that will now allow him to face whatever the future holds. And Aluxers, if you've ever faced tragedy or major challenges in your life, we recommend you check out the book Option B, Facing Adversity, Building Resilience, and Finding Joy. This inspiring book was written by Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg after the sudden death of her husband. She gives practical advice and proven strategies to build resilience and move forward in times of crisis. This book is $28 and worth every penny, but you can get it for free. Just go to Alux.com/freebook and sign up to get the audiobook version for free thanks to our partnership with Audible. The quote. While researching his story, we came across an inspiring quote from Ruffalo we'd like to share with you, and it goes like this. I guess the biggest lesson would be to have faith in that little part of yourself that knows what it's doing, knows what it wants, knows what you should be doing even when all the clamor around you is telling you something else. That's the part of you you want to keep alive. So follow Mark's advice and stay true to yourself no matter how many times outside forces try to knock you off course. Question. Now that we're wrapping up our story, we'd like to know, do you think that at some point in the near future, Mark will join Robert Downey Jr. in retiring from the Marvel franchise to pursue other opportunities? Let us know what you think in the comments. And of course, for sticking with us until the end, here's your bonus. Louis Leterrier, the director of The Incredible Hulk, named Ruffalo as his top choice to play the Hulk in the 2008 film. However, he was overruled by the studio, who wanted Edward Norton. Creative differences led to Norton and Marvel parting ways before the Avengers franchise was introduced. But Norton says he doesn't regret it, saying he wouldn't want to commit so much of his life to playing one role. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, Alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.